Wine. This one's always hot for me, she said, her arms wrapped around her boyfriend's shoulders loosely. Wine was seated on the couch, Jungkook as well in between her legs, his back against her, his head on her chest as they looked at a video on the phone Jungkook held. Wine was a musician, a pianist to be exact. Currently, she was showing him a demo of a music she was trying to learn to play, all snuggled up after a tiring day for both of them. JK, do you want me to get you a teacher for this? Wine, I thought about that too, but I'll be fine. The demo is there, I just need to practice it. He put the phone down and looked up to her. That was the time in his life where he could finally relax and be himself. After the whole day spent in the middle of people talking about business, money, and violence, he would return home, snuggle with her, and let her run her fingers through his hair. JK, when is your next performance? Wine, next Friday. It's on a rooftop for an executive business party. It will run till late. JK, stay with your team the whole time and I'll come pick you up myself. Wine smiled and kissed his cheek, nearly biting it, just like she loved to always. Every time he becomes protective of her, she just finds it too cute. JK, stop biting my cheeks. I'm not your food. Wine, you say as if you don't like it. He didn't deny it anymore. Wine tightened her arms around him and kissed his cheek again. There, within a few minutes, they both slept. It was a tiring day and equally relaxing a night, each other's arm. It was after an hour Wine woke up. She wanted to move, but this giant human over her was restraining her movements. Wine, did you check your weight before sleeping on me? She whispered, complained. That's how it always went. She will love cuddling. But since she moves a lot during night, most of the times, Jungkook is kicked out of the bed. And the next day, when she finds him sleeping on the floor, she can't help but feel sorry. However, she woke up tonight. A smile appeared on her lips as she softly removed the bangs off his forehead, the remnants of exhaustion still pulling him under. The phone was now on the floor beside the couch, screen turned off, the video long paused. But then she heard a sound coming from the outside, the passcode of the main code being typed in. She immediately got alert. No one knows her passcode except for Jungkook and her parents. And unless her parents had decided to barge in on her at 2 a.m. at night, this was definitely some burglar or worse, Jungkook's enemy. He was a mafia after all. One immediately tapped on Jungkook's shoulder. The years of experience made him wake up immediately. Fine, someone's here. The door opened and Jungkook's hand was already holding the weapon under the couch, but it was simply her parents. One immediately slipped out from under Jungkook, still in his hoodie, while he was shirtless. Her mother's eyes were wide open, like she saw a ghost, and her father, well, she was too scared to even look at his expressions. Jungkook stood up, all in his glory, a shirtless body, muscles, tattoos, messy hair, and feet bare. Wine, how come you're here at 2 a.m.? Everything's alright? Come have a seat first. Jason, Wine, he suddenly yelled in a stern voice, making Wine flinch and shut her mouth. Her mother was whispering something, probably about some shaman her neighbor told her to visit. Jason, you look like someone I know. Jungkook took a seat on the couch like her belonged there. Probably dead. JK, I am the product of someone you know. Jason tightened his jaw. John Jungkook, son of Big Jongbu. A man Jungkook hated to his bones that he even changed his surname from Baek to John, which was his mother's last name. Jisung and Jungwoo's rivalry went back to when they were young. Wan's father, Jisung, is actually an honorable doctor of the country treating the VIPs, and that's how he knows every wealthy and powerful person out there. That's how they got to meet, and Jungwoo, being a leader of an empire, was never clean. Jisung saw a mark on Jungkook's torso of an old bullet wound he treated himself when Jungwoo used his own son as a shield. Fine, Dad, I know you and his father don't go along, but Jungkook has nothing to do with his father. He has even disowned in him. He loves me. You can't hold him responsible for the sins his father committed. Jason, is that so? He took a step backwards and took a seat as well, eyes never leaving Jungkook. Jason, since when? One, 2 years. Jason, and why did you not tell us? One, because you look at me with those gorilla eyes. She mumbled and immediately ran away while her father glared. Jason, so I see you sleeping in my daughter's bed and believe you mean no harm. JK, yes. If I wanted to hurt Wine, do you think there's anything in this world powerful enough to stop me? We're together for 2 years. Countless times your daughter has tried to tell you the truth, but she was scared of the other outcomes. Jungkook, and that's exactly why I had such a long time to hurt her, or better, use her against you. Love her, truly love her. You know me well. JK, in my childhood, every time I got hurt from the training or returned injured from the battlefield, I found you sitting beside me patching me up. You know I have disowned my own father and lost a lot, and that's exactly why. JK, that's exactly why I'm willing to go to any lengths to keep your daughter safe. With me. She's mine. As Vine's father, I respect you. But I'm willing to go against you if you try taking her away. A man who could go against his father could go against Jisung as well. Jisung balled his fist and took a deep breath. He wasn't sure if he was ready to agree to it, but he had no arguments left to go against the relationship either. When the silence pressed for more than 5 minutes, the two men had finally calmed a little. JK, even if it's her parents, suddenly barging in on your daughter at 2 a.m. is surely going to scare her. Jason, someone I know saw a man enter her home. I just wanted to make sure she was fine. Jungkook smirked a little. JK, you're keeping tabs on your daughter. Sounds like someone I know. Jason, I'm just trying to keep her safe. JK, well then, you do not have to worry about that anymore, do you? Jason exhaled. Jason, just so you know, I haven't approved this relation yet. Kid. Jungkook shrugged and stood up, going after his woman and his soon-to-be mother-in-law, who disappeared in the room. JK, ladies, he knocked at the open door. His eyes shifted to Wine, and her eyes, they were screaming for help. JK, would you like something to eat? You must be tired. He asked her mother and slipped a shirt over his head. Jason, no. He followed closely behind Jungkook. Jason, we're leaving. I booked a hotel room and we're staying in the city for the next 2 days before leaving. Wine looked at her father, then Jungkook. Then her father, then Jungkook. Jason, don't even think about that. I haven't approved of your relationship yet. Wine grinned, suddenly, mischief appearing in her eyes. Wine, but you do not have a problem either. Say, you're impressed by my man's communication skills, right? Jason, I have raised you, and I have raised your man as well. Don't play with me, kid. She pouted and crossed her arms. Wine's mother stood up, glaring at her once. Make sure you do what I said. she said sternly before stepping out of the room, smiled at Jungkook, pat his shoulder, and then the two left. Jungkook, what was she saying? Why, there's this stupid shaman she wants me to visit. She thinks I've been possessed by some spirits. JK, I agree with her. He didn't even get to finish the sentence when a pillow landed on his face, making him stumble backwards. Ryan, sleep on the couch. Out!